Girls on Reddit want something that guys shouldn't be insecure about. Singing. I really enjoy it when I'm at a laid-back pizza shop and the cooks are singing. It makes no difference if they are terrific singers or not. I adore it when folks are so delighted that they can sing. When they're singing loudly and off-key, I can't help but find it hilarious and adorable. Something about that confidence to sing like that makes me happy. They're straight up having a good time. It's contagious. Voice cracks. Every guy I've ever dated has apologized whenever his voice cracked. Honestly, I don't even notice it most of the time, but when I do, I think it's cute. I see no reason to be ashamed of it. I'd say it's because we're made fun of when it happens in puberty. Being a virgin or abstinent or not getting jacked. Something that they should be wary of, though, is maintaining proper hygiene. That means washing properly back there, having cut and clean nails, and washing your hair often enough that it doesn't become a natural repellent. Although that being said, this lady did kind of ignore the prompt. Hey, what's something guys shouldn't be insecure about? Being a virgin or whatever. But also, what they really need to be worried about, though, it's not the prompt, but they need to know. It's kind of silly, lady, not gonna lie. Anyways, next story. Being shorter than the average height of men in your country. My husband is, and I'd still choose him a million times over. Society seems to train us men that we have to be taller than the woman we're with. It's weird because I think it makes me sometimes not attracted to perfectly attractive women because they are taller than me. In my life, I've only gone after women taller than me once. I feel like sometimes I bypass taller women and consider them no more than friends automatically as a result. Being dorky or nerdy, it's cute as hell and it's super attractive. You fellow nerds are the cutest. There's something I admire about this in the younger generations. When I was young, people would literally throw stones at nerdy guys. A little chub. I personally love my men squishy and comfy. My boyfriend thinks he's fat, but I adore his tummy. So much of this. My husband has a dad bod / chubby muscular thing going on, and I fucking love it. I'm so incredibly attracted to him, and I just can't understand the string bean body type attraction. I mean, obviously it's for some people, but don't be insecure if you're skinny and can't or haven't bulked up. I've crushed on lots of different types of guys, and the skinnier ones are very attractive as well. I know a lot of insecure guys who desperately want to bulk up, but literally nothing negative goes through my mind when I see a skinnier guy. They have natural muscle, which is pretty hot already, even if they complain it's too small. For me, any traits that might be deemed effeminate or feminine by certain people or cultures, embrace who you are inside. We love that shit. There's also an aspect of being secure enough about their masculinity that they don't mind being effeminate occasionally. That confidence is crazy hot. Emotions, being a bit overweight, having your shirt right up a bit when you lift your arms, stretch marks, being average height, being bald. I personally prefer my men bald. Having gray hair, having a digestive system, liking fruity drinks or fancy coffees, how long you last in bed, size, and watching romances. Anything. I know that sounds vague, but as long as you're a nice guy and you care about us and you treat us right, we love you for who you are. Women have spent years being picked apart for their appearances, etc. Most of us wouldn't do that to you because we know how that feels. So please just don't be a POS a-hole and we'll all be happy. Why should you be insecure about anything at all? Let's say you don't like something about yourself. Can you change it? If yes, do it. Do it and good for you. If not, who cares? It's not your fault, nor can you do anything about it. Haters gonna hate. Walk straight and eat the world. Controversial here, but being bald or balding. In this case, the cover-up is worse than the crime. It's something that men and some women simply can't control. Everyone has their preferences, but if you're going bald, just own it. It's out of your control. If you have a winning personality, good women and men will see past it. D-size, crying, showing emotion, dad bods. Hot take, men place so many expectations on women that they assume women hold the same expectations. Most women really only care that you maintain your hygiene, you make her laugh, and you treat her well. You'll find most women are not that picky about looks. Plus, pretty much anyone can be attractive if they're showered and groomed. Not having a career. Making money and being one of those guys that always talks about money and flashes his wealth around is so unattractive. I don't care if you're not 100% sure about what you want to do in life or what kind of work you're in. As long as you're happy, kind, and honest, that's what really matters. I work hard at my job so I can enjoy the time that I spend with my husband and really love the fact that he does the same for me. You could be a street sweeper. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Life ain't always about the hustle. Their belly. You'd be surprised by the number of women who love a dad bod. It's super sexy. Where are said women? Is it some distant mythical land that I can only access with a magical key? Because I'm up for a quest. Me too. Never heard of such females. Things you're passionate about. I love to see my husband's love for certain things. Sometimes it helps me to get interested too. Get excited. This also plays into emotions. Don't be afraid to show those. We can't read your mind as much as we convince ourselves we can, and we'll want to comfort you if you're feeling down. So let it out, man. Also, your abilities. You don't need to be perfect at something. I just love to see my husband try. And lastly, loving animals. I don't know why it's deemed a feminine thing, but I love seeing my husband give attention to our cats. Asking for help, or accepting help from a woman, or man, even in situations where you're expected to help yourself, particularly when it comes to cars in this case. While leaving a store one day, I noticed a guy struggling to put his new windshield wiper blades on, and the blades were winning. I used to work at a car parts store, so I ran over there while ripping my shirt off to expose my latex mechanic jumpsuit cape and put his blades on for him. I could tell his ego was a bit bruised considering it took me 3 seconds, and he joked that he had to have a woman put it on for him, and then I explained to him that I am the oil-changing wonder girl, and it's my duty to serve the public. Oh, I really gotta stop embellishing these stories, but it's how I fill the gaps in my head. On a serious note though, guys, it's okay to ask for help or feel like you need it, no matter the situation. It doesn't make you weak. Any sort of feminine characteristics. You have longer eyelashes, curves in your body, a higher toned voice, and less rugged, good-looking hands. It doesn't matter what it is, everyone is different. Just because something appears more feminine doesn't make you any less of a man. It makes you beautiful, handsome, and everything in between. Love yourself no matter how you look. Same goes for hobbies and interests. You like to knit? Awesome. Love the color pink. You rock it, dude. Love romance novels and movies. Sounds fun. Love what you love. Be who you are. And don't let insecure people drag you down to their level. There is no such thing as girl/boy things when it comes to hobbies, colors, games, movies, or clothes. Fuck gender norms. You're the best man that you can be, whatever that is. Crying. I don't understand what it is that men get judged for when showing emotion, but as women, we get asked what's wrong. I think it shows great courage and bravery if a man could cry. As long as it's not if he lost a football game that didn't matter. Intelligence? My younger guy friends always seem a little sad when we correct them on something and they're very easily intimidated. Don't worry if there are people that seem to be doing much more. You're fine where you are. And learn at your own pace. Just keep moving. Girls, guys, people, human folk, children of the corn in general, not just guys, work on trying to be less insecure about the things that you don't have control over or cannot change about yourself. The stuff that's pretty much part of your flesh suit that you're stuck with during your short time on Earth. It takes time, therapy, help, patience, frustration, anger, pain, and 100 other stages to let go of the unrealistic expectations we allow others to create of us, unintentionally 99% of the time. Because they're insecure, hurt, delusional, or just assholes. No one should make you feel bad about something that you can't control. Unfortunately, there's always that missing link in the evolution of dumb that's going to make you feel worse about yourself. But that's just it. That's where their evolution begins and ends. At least mentally and emotionally. Money. I don't care how much money you have. I'd rather see you be passionate about something that doesn't pay very well than to have you be doing something that you hate for the paycheck. There are exceptions to this, Lamau. If you're passionate about your job as a DJ at a seedy strip bar, I'm using this example because I have a friend whose ex-BF used to be a DJ at a seedy strip bar, then okay, not gonna tell you what you should and shouldn't be passionate about, but I have too much trouble understanding what exactly the passion is for in the situation. So, I'm out. Their height. I really don't understand why we, and I mean women, have tried hard to make men feel bad about their height because we equate shortness with femininity. Last time I checked, men with toxic masculinity are the ones that can't show their feminine side, so it's truly nothing, and I mean it, nothing to be insecure about. The women that try and put short men down, they're the insecure ones. I'm not talking about dating preferences, by the way. It's all good if you like taller guys, but for real, stop body shaming. So, yeah, being nervous. Some people will always act like jerks, but the majority of the time, if you're visibly nervous, it just means that you're really excited to see me or talk to me, and that feels nice. I had a new boyfriend in high school whose heart would pound every time we hugged because he was so happy to see me. It was awesome, and he was very sweet. Fashion. I've seen so many men be insecure and unsure about wearing what they want and what makes them feel good. Ladies love a guy who's confident in his style. I sure do, at least. There's nothing like the confidence booster of dressing how you want. And nowadays, men's fashion has so many different options available for whatever your personal taste is, and finding affordable fashion is a lot easier nowadays with online shopping. I urge every man to explore his personal style and find what makes him happy. People who criticize men for dressing uniquely and how they want are just jealous that they don't have the confidence to do that themselves. Anything. Insecurity is never sexy, nor is it ever productive. Of course, we all feel it anyways, but we should always strive to improve upon that. You can recognize your weakness, admit your mistakes, and otherwise be humble. But the shame component isn't something that you should feel the need to impose on yourself. Personality is a huge thing. I've had attractive people send me dick pics right off the bat, that never works, no matter how much you think it does. I've slept with people that most would consider unattractive. But why? Their personality. They didn't make their whole personality about how attractive they were. Don't get me wrong, a lot of them were actually attractive, but they didn't start out confident that I want to sleep with them. If someone sent me something like, I've had plenty of partners, and none of them had complaints, I'd immediately reject them. You'd be surprised with how many men start off with something like that. The people I slept with all were able to keep a conversation going for more than 3 days. And of those 3 days, none of them even flirted with me. They had their own things going on. They actually had a life beyond just trying to find their next one-night stand. So guys, don't worry. Your friendship is appreciated and definitely seen. Don't make it all about you. Make sure she knows she's actually cared for and listened to. And make sure that you actually have a personality outside of dating apps. Find it interesting no one has said making less money than the woman. That's the deal breaker, apparently. I don't care how much money you make. I just want you to have financial responsibility. As in, don't have massive gambling debts. Don't spend excessively, money that you don't have. Don't buy a new video game when that money should have gone to the electric bill, etc. I'm not saying that you can't treat yourself every once in a while, but if you're 3 months past due on your water bill and you're buying a new tattoo, that is so unattractive to me. Not being a conventionally attractive dude. Any man with a decent job, kind heart, decent communication, and good hygiene can find a decent life partner who has the same qualities and who will love you. And it's all achievable. Attractive men might get very attractive women, but you don't need attractive women to be happy. In fact, you actually don't need any women at all to be happy. It should just be a bonus.